Hey, everybody. Welcome. Players Take episode 351. I'm your host, Justin and joined, as always, by my co host, Montrell Rice. Montrell, how are you doing this week?
I'm making it, trying to make it.
All right, fair enough. Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. So let's jump right in. Um, let me do the rigmarole and we can get into the what we're playing. So for those of you who haven't listened before, this is our weekly show where we talk about video games, video game news, and other topics pertaining to video games. We post at 6 a.m. Central Time on Fridays on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and your favorite podcast app of choice. And if you'd like to send us questions, you can do so to our email, playerstake01@gmail.com. All right, Montreal. Let's just jump right in. We got a lot to talk about with the Game Awards this week. So I'll get us started with what I've been playing. Little bit of League. We played a little bit of League this week. Played a few games. That was fun, but I'm kind of waiting for the new season at this point. I'm a little tired of the current state of things in League. It's just the games are long. It's I don't know. It's not super great. So, um, but other than that, I've been playing Against the Storm as well. Some more. It's I got through the sixth seal of 8, and I'm currently I think I'm kind of at the point where I think I want to take a break from this game a little bit. Not a break, but like I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be playing it less. I think. I got 2 more seals to go, and they're gonna take a while to do. They're the most difficult ones in the game, so yeah, been enjoying that game, but looking to move on. I think at this point and play some other stuff. I actually just got dispatched today. I think I'm gonna play through that next. I'm kind of looking
Okay,
for something that's a little less gameplay oriented at the moment.
okay,
Um,
that makes sense.
more narrative focused. So yeah. Uh, other than that, that's about it. That's all I've been playing. What about you, Montreal?
So my list is a lie. I mean, the only thing I've been playing right now is I've given up on Ninja Gaiden. I'm just not in the right headspace for that type of game right now. I did check my trophy list for Mass Effect, the collection, and for some reason I never beat Mass Effect 1 on the collection.
Yeah,
So all I have to
yeah.
do is beat Mass Effect 1 and then I platinum the game. So I'm doing that right now.
Hmm.
I'm playing through Engineer because I have to AI hack 25 times or whatever and just beat the game regular, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to try to knock those out or whatever. Like you said, we've been playing League of Legends, nothing really too special there.
Hmm.
I am excited for the new season,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're just going through the growing pains right now until the new update drops, probably mid January, usually when the update happens for the new season.
Yeah, I don't
Mid
know why they,
January, early
dude. I
February.
wish they would. I really wish they would just drop it like now. You know, it's kind of frustrating. I know they don't want to because then it's like then people have to work through the holidays. They always take like the holidays off, but man, it's like it
Yeah.
sucks because everybody's off. We all want to play the fucking game, bro. It's like it would be perfect, but I don't know. I get it. It's just a little frustrating because yeah, it's gonna come out on like January, like fucking I don't know, like what the 7th or 14th, I think.
They usually do it in the middle of January, and
Yeah,
sometime I know one year they did it like early February. So
yeah,
hopefully
that
it
would be
doesn't go that
crazy.
far. Yeah.
That would be crazy. I think they did announce the date. I think it's the. I want to say it's the 14th.
Okay.
So I don't think we have to wait that long, but yeah, it's about a month. So
Yeah, but that's all I've been playing so far.
okay. All right. Well, let's get into the news. We had the Game Awards, and we had a lot of announcements at the Game Awards this year. Some questionable choices, maybe with placements and all that. We'll get into all this, but um, what did you think of the show overall, Montreal? Did you enjoy it this year?
I'll be honest with you. I skipped it and just watched the announcements.
Gotcha.
Uh
Okay.
uh I heard it was a good show though. I heard it was a really good show this year.
Yeah.
Uh but I did skip it because unfortunately I don't even be on Twitter like that anymore. Like Instagram was like spoiling all
Hmm.
uh the nominees and winners for me. And then I don't even post anymore on Twitter. I scroll now. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like you now. I just scroll. Um
Yeah.
And yeah, the winners, I mean, we're gonna get into that, but like, yeah, I got some opinions about, the sweep that happened.
Of course.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's pretty much it though.
Okay. Well, we'll start with the announcements first, and then we'll get into the awards and stuff in the actual show. But yeah, for me, I mean, I thought it was a good show. I think having the Claire Obscure like Lorien Testard come out and they started the show off with music from the game. I thought that was a good idea. However, it was not very well produced, unfortunately. Like it sounded very bad. And the singer for the song they were doing was not the one from the game, Victor Borba, who's the guy who did Bury the Light from Devil May Cry.
Mhm.
um he's the singer in this game as well for many of the songs, and he was not the singer at the live performance. It was a different guy who's apparently been doing this with them. They've been on tour for a little while, actually, doing the music. But he did not work for me vocally. Like the the sound of his voice just didn't, I don't know, it didn't work for the song personally for me. So it was kind of a weird opening because I was like super excited when they came out, and then it was kind of a, unfortunately, a performance that didn't hit with me. um so there was that, and then I think the other thing with this with the Game Awards is like it's a really long show. It starts kind of late. Like it's like it starts at 7:30 Central Time, and by the time it was over, I think it was like 11 almost or something like that. Like, dude, it is a long fucking show to digest. I
Yeah,
didn't watch it
I just didn't
live,
wanna
so
yeah, I didn't
but
wanna watch all that. Like, I don't know.
yeah,
That was a long
yeah,
time. That's a long time to go.
yeah. So I did watch most of it over the next day or two. So overall, I like the show, but I think one of the things that I'm starting to notice that's a little frustrating is there's a lot of ads actually in it now, and they're very difficult to. It's kind of hard to tell what's an ad and what's not sometimes. With the show. And that's a little bit frustrating given it's a show about game announcements and stuff, because some of the ads are for games that are not out yet, which they may have been trailers that were shown, potentially. Not everything shown at the Game Awards is like a brand new game always, so yeah, I thought that was a little weird. Um, but yeah. All right, let's get into the announcements though. So, Montreal, I don't know if you want to talk about every game necessarily, but I'll mention them, and then you can stop me if you want to say something. So, the first one we saw was the Free Shepherd. This is a game where you are a dog, and it seems like you're a shepherd, basically, like how dogs like are used in like farming and stuff, to herd cattle and things like that. Like it's that kind of game, but it's not like it's not like a sim or anything like that. Like there's weird elements to the game. It looks like puzzles and stuff as well. So it kind of reminds me of Stray, I guess. Like you're playing a dog literally. So
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
but I don't know if you had any thoughts about this game in particular. If this popped out to you.
No, it looked cool, but I don't know you know, it's not my type of game,
Yeah,
but
I don't
I
think
feel
it's
like
for us. Yeah, right.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a really cool game though. But it's not my type of game.
yeah, right. And then the next game was Decrepit. I literally don't even remember this game, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if
I
this was
don't
in the
remember seeing this
pre-show.
game either. This must have been in the pre-show because I
I
don't
think it
remember
had to
seeing
have
this
been in the
game.
pre-show. Um, so yeah, I don't remember that one. The next one, Audio Mech. I do remember this one. I think this was in the pre-show as well. This game looks pretty cool, actually. I think you can like put your own music in the game, and then it like basically makes a um kind of like levels for you
Okay.
based on the music, and it's kind of like a bullet hell game, which is it's kind of it's cool. I mean, these games have been done before, but it is a cool genre. Nothing I've ever played though personally. We did get another Pragmata trailer. Does this game interest you?
Yeah,
Like,
it actually does.
okay.
I at first I didn't think it was gonna be cool, but I actually like how there's like a semi puzzle element to the combat
Hmm.
while you're fighting. So I think that's really cool
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
game. So I think there's a demo out for it actually. Um,
Yeah. Is that
I,
true?
th- I I thought they said something about a demo being
I
out,
don't
maybe
remember
not.
that. It does come out on April 24th though
Yeah.
next year. So,
The only thing I
um,
don't like about it is the weird little girl. I think that shit's kind of weird, but I
yeah,
I will always forever be like when they put like little girls in games. I think it's like kind of weird. But that's just me personally.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I don't know what the obsession with little girls is in video games.
see,
Um,
okay, it's not
be-
just me then. Okay,
because, well, dude, think about it. Do we see this kind of stuff with little boys? Not really. It's always
no,
girls.
it's always little girls. Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
little girls.
So, like, I don't know. Is the industry just full of fucking creeps, or like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's a weird
It
thing.
is. It's a weird thing.
I would love to see statistics, like how many games out there have a little girl prominently featured as a main character versus like how many games have little boys featured as a main character, Like it's probably pretty stark, I would bet, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, Pragmata, I'm not super interested in this game. Um I don't it's not really it's not hitting with me. Is something I really want to play. So, um, next game was Bradley the Badger. So this was the one that basically looks like a 3D platformer.
Mhm.
And he's jumping between different types of genres and worlds and stuff like that. Um, Definitely had a N64 3D platformer vibe to it for sure. Um, what'd you think of this one, Montreal?
This one I didn't see in the. This must have been a pre-show one. Because the YouTube video I watched it showed all the
You're
main.
right. It was the very last pre-show game, I think, or
Okay,
one of the last
yeah.
pre-show games. Um, yeah, you are correct. You know what? That's what I'm mixing up here. Because I actually did watch the pre-show.
Oh,
Weirdly
you
enough,
did watch the
I
pre-show.
never
Okay.
do that, so that's why I'm confused. But yeah, so yeah, that was. I mean, this game looks kind of cool, actually. Like it's interesting for sure. Um, I don't know how deep it's going to be necessarily or anything like that, but I mean the art is great. I think the characters vote voice acting and the dialogue might be a little cringe, but that's probably what they're going for if they're going for 3D N64 esque 3D platformers, basically. So um then next, I think, was this the first game they showed? I don't remember this game either. Is Stupid Never Dies. It's a third person action game. Um, it's kind of got like a pseudo anime aesthetic a little bit to it. I don't recall when this game was shown though.
Yeah, this must have been another pre-show one because I didn't
I
see
think
this
you're
one in the
right.
main.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. So yeah, getting into the main show. I know this was on the main show. I remember this one. Is Yes, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic was revealed. It is being made by Argonaut Games and it's being directed by Casey Hudson, who was the original director for the KOTOR, at least KOTOR 1, back at BioWare. They didn't, obviously, no gameplay, but we did see a female character wielding a lightsaber of some sort. This is going to take place in the Old Republic timeline, of course. So this got a lot of people excited, I'm sure, but I would caution that this game is very likely not coming out anytime soon. Like,
Yeah. So, I
yeah,
mean, someone leaked, whether it was Jason Schreier or someone else, said that it's not coming out until 2030
hmm,
is what they said. And
yeah,
then he replied and said, no, more than likely it's going to be 2027.
yeah. Which
Um,
I'll believe it
but
when I
I,
see it.
I, yeah, I'm a believer of like, can we stop showing games this early?
4 years
Don't
before they come
show,
out. Yeah,
yeah, don't show the game until like we're ready to release it next year.
right, right.
I think that should be a law or like an unspoken law in gaming now because it is very annoying when you're dealing like also, I know we're gonna get into it later, but I'm gonna set the breadcrumb right now. This should have been the last release, or this should have been the last thing shown.
Yeah, either this or there was one other game maybe
Yeah,
that I
one other
think.
game. Yeah,
Yeah,
should have been.
yeah.
This should have been the last game shown for sure.
Yeah,
One of those
showing
two
this right
games.
off the bat set my expectations like, holy shit, this show must be fucking cracked, dude. Like,
Exactly.
if this is what you're showing first, like, but no, it didn't really turn out that way. This was one of the bigger reveals for sure. And I mean, it's exciting for sure. I think a modern KOTOR esque game is certainly an appealing prospect. But yeah, I'm with you, man. It's just like I don't know why the industry does this. I mean, some people speculate that it's to like, get to announce the game so it kind of like gets talent to come, apply to your studio and you can hire people off of it. And I mean, I get that, but I just I think it's really bad for your game when you announce it when it's what is probably essentially still in some amount of pre-production, it probably isn't like I don't know. Like if it's coming in 2027, it has to be past pre-production. It's got to be in production in some capacity, but I just don't believe it's coming in 2027. I think that is a like that's just I don't know.
I
Like
mean, that's what he said. It was a direct quote from him. He said it's definitely not coming in 2030, but
yeah.
way before then. So maybe 2028.
So he didn't
But that's
say
still
he didn't actually give a year. Okay.
yeah, he said between 2027 and then he said maybe 2028 or whatever. But
Yeah.
uh
Yeah, but even 2028, dude, like that's 3 years from now. I mean, like it's just like you are creating a situation where the anticipation for your game is going to be so high that you're not going to be able to meet it. You're not going to be able to meet the expectations people end up building for themselves.
yeah.
Um and I don't know. I think it's a mistake a lot of the time. Especially from an unproven team. This isn't like, obviously it is a spin on KOTOR, but it isn't necessarily directly a KOTOR game. So it's like I don't know if it will be able to reference events from the other games, necessarily or not.
Well,
And
it's,
stuff
it's
like
the
that.
same
So
IP, so it's since they're working with the same IP, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. To be honest with you, so they can reference those events. I don't
I
think
mean,
those
I would
IPs.
assume Disney holds overall control for that, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
it's
under EA anymore, so I mean
yeah, right.
they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can reference any as long as it's under the Disney umbrella, they can reference any like
Yeah.
event or whatever, so
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're probably not going to hear from this game for a long time. Like I would assume
yeah.
we're not going to see a trailer for it for probably a year minimum.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's why I wasn't really excited. I know
Yeah.
like everyone on my timeline was going crazy and people were actually sending me messages despite me not being on Twitter like that. Like, yo, you see Faded Old Republic? Oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, yeah. Like maybe I'm just old.
I don't know.
Like I think I
Yeah.
just old and jaded. I'm just
We're
like, all
jaded,
right,
dude.
like
We're jaded, bro. We just are, man.
yeah,
Like, cause I'm the same way. I see this and I'm like, Snore, wake me up when you have a gameplay trailer and like a release
facts.
date
Yeah.
that isn't 3 years from now. It's like
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and think about this. Like I'm literally not gonna think about this game unless some news story comes out about it until they have another trailer. Like I don't. It's just it's not
Yeah,
like
I just don't care. I'm
I
sorry.
find it very difficult to get excited for something that is literally over 1,000 days away from now. It's like I just don't care that much.
Well, because we had so many projects to be canceled, man. Like I just don't
Right.
yeah, like you said, I just don't
Right.
care, man.
Right.
I
Right.
need
No.
I need games to like unless it's
Yeah.
coming from a proven studio, I need games to be like, we're coming out
Even
2026
then,
or
man.
2027.
Yeah, dude. No, this is why I like Monolith Soft, right? Because they don't and they've been working they're cooking something. They've been cooking something for a while. Like Xenoblade 3 came out a long time ago now. They've been cooking something, and we don't know what it is. And I'm sure they're going to announce it, and the release date's going to be within a year of the announcement. That's the way it should be. you know, it's like doing it this other way. You are just creating a situation where people get hyped. You can't meet the expectations of said hype, and then potentially the game ends up having development issues. The things go wrong. It's not coming together. Then the game gets canceled, and you just end up disappointing everybody. It would be much better if this game wasn't announced and then it gets canceled and nobody knows what it was. It's like that's a better outcome than announcing it now and having the cancellation story come out in 2 or 3 years. It's like, I'm not saying the game is going to get canceled. That's not what we're saying, but there is a decent likelihood it's going to happen. It happens a lot in the video game industry. And Star Wars games are particularly not doing super well lately, beyond a couple exceptions.
Mhm.
So it's like, it's not some guarantee that this game is going to see the light of day. I just feel like we've seen this too much. So I don't know. That's just, I'm the same way, dude. Like I just like, I like hearing about these things. And like, let's move into the next game, I guess, because I have the same feeling with this game. Is the statue that was, outside the arena, was actually for Divinity, which is what people were believing was the case. And that was the next game that was announced. And the trailer for this, like, this cinematic was awesome. Like, it was really cool. It was dark and whatnot. But again, this is Larian's next game, and it's like, when is this coming? When is this coming out? I don't know. It's like, I have high confidence this will see the light of day. So there's a little bit more excitement here, probably, but at the same time, it's, again, no gameplay, no, like, we people are speculating on what the type of game it is.
Well,
Like,
there's also a lot of controversy around this game too. I'm gonna let you finish your thought though. I'm sorry.
yeah. Which the well, to get into that, so I don't know the controversy you're referencing specifically, but I will say, in terms of what people think the game is, there was some speculation that people thought this was going to be an action RPG, because it's
Mm.
not Divinity Original Sin, which is the CRPG of the Divinity franchise. It's called Divinity, which the Divinity games, Divinity 1 and 2, are action RPGs that were like third person action games. So people were speculating that's what this was going to be, but then Larian came out and said it's going to be a turn-based game. So which is an interesting which is interesting. So that kind of actually killed my excitement a little bit. I would have liked to see Larian make an action game, to be honest, like an action RPG. CRPGs are great, but they are big games that, to be frank, are a pain in the ass to play. And they have made two excellent ones in a row, and it's like, I really want them to spread their wings a little and see what else they can do. But that's just me
Well,
personally.
I thought
So
they came out and said that that it's not gonna be a it's gonna be a CRPG, but it's not gonna use the Dungeons and Dragons formula. I think they came out and
correct.
said that it's gonna use their
Yes.
own. It's gonna be their own turn-based
Their own
combat.
system, which is true for Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. Those aren't based on
Okay.
anything. Those are their own combat systems. And also, they did say as well, this game's going to be using a new engine. Also, is they said their last engine was holding actually held back Baldur's Gate 3, if people can believe that, which is funny. They just like those flexes, but yeah. So I don't know. It's cool. Like, it's cool to know what their next game is going to be. But I
Yeah,
don't know. I just
and the
I wanted I
other
was really hoping it was gonna be an action game. So
yeah. And this game might be under heat too because of the other thing that the director came out and said that they were using generative AI in the concept stages of the game. And then the concept artists were making concept art based off the generative AI.
yep. Which
So
is
people are upset about that, which
yeah.
I can see both sides of the argument for that. Um,
It's
because
just
you still,
shocking how prevalent it really is. Like, it's crazy.
yeah,
Even Larian, who has, by the way, no need to use this shit, dude. They don't have shareholders they're beholden to. This is a company that is just literally flush with money. After Baldur's Gate 3. Like, these guys do not need to be cutting corners using generative AI. And I don't really, like,
yeah,
there's a debate if what he's talking about is cutting corners, but, like, I'm gonna be
I
frank.
think it is.
I don't think, yeah, I don't like the idea of using generative AI for ideation that much. Like, it's kind of a, I don't love it in that context personally. We've talked about it on the show before. I'm more okay with it when it's being used strictly as a tool to do tedious things quickly.
Yeah,
But and maybe they would argue that doing concept art is tedious, but it's like, you're doing ideation for concept art. you're not using it to create the concept art, like you are using it to give you ideas for you to then draw concept art. And it's like that's a weird place to be using it personally, for me. So I don't know. I'm just tired of AI, dude. I just want I just wish it would go away, but we can't put this genie back in the bottle. So
I mean, we
um
actually can, but people are
yeah, I
just
mean you're
fucking
right.
stupid, man.
We probably could, but
Yeah, I
you
just
know,
because like we had to do concept art in school, and you had to make something called I forgot what they're called, character sheets,
yeah.
and you would have to like find things that inspired it and then like place it on the character sheet and then
Mhm.
find other things that inspired it. So you had to like actually like either go out into the world, take pictures of certain things, or like go on the internet and like just grab certain photos and stuff like that. So I guess you can say like, oh well, instead of he was trying to say that, he's like, well, we go on Google and grab photos anyway of stuff like that. But it's like that's different because generative AI is stealing from other artists
Right.
regardless of what the fuck you're using it for.
Right.
So I just don't like it from that aspect because there is like if we keep using generative AI, nothing's going to be new. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's all going to
Right.
become the same slop.
Right.
Which
Which you
was
could
like,
argue that's true now, right? Because most artistic people take inspiration from something, right? That's come
yeah,
before. But I think the difference is like usually that's spun into something more unique, right? And original. Whereas
yeah,
generative AI is not doing that, you know?
yeah,
It's
exactly.
in a lot of cases literally taking the thing and it's like it's making some modifications to it, but I'm with you. It's like eventually, like, dude, if we're using this for art creation, forever going forward, like, yeah, eventually we're just going to be recycling the same fucking slop over and over again, and there's going to be nothing like original coming out of this stuff anymore. So I don't know. It's a little disappointing to hear that from Larian, but you know, it's what it is, man. It is very prevalent. It's just, dude, AI. Like, if you guys, aren't in tech, or aren't in a company that uses this stuff, like, just understand how ubiquitous it's becoming. Like, every company you can think of is figuring out ways to use AI, like generative AI, in some form. Um, so that's just where we're at. All right, moving on. Next game shown was called Four Loop. J.J. Abrams and Left 4 Dead creator Mike Booth came out to show this one off. It is going to be a multiplayer co-op shooter. Certainly looks, somewhat Left 4 Dead-ish in some ways. Um, I this kind of shit, at this point, unless our friend group has interest in it, this doesn't really appeal to me personally. But I don't know about you, Montreal. Where are you at with this kind of game?
Uh, I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
uh, yeah, I don't know, man. That's another co-op game. I don't know, man.
yeah,
I'm kind
yeah.
of
Are
done
we
with
are
it.
we post multiplayer game right now? Is that where you're? Is that where you are? Because that's kind of where I am in a lot of ways.
Well, like my Instagram is kind of weird, so I see a whole bunch of like reels for like different multiplayer games or whatever. Like I was just playing this multiplayer game with Tiara called Dark Hours. But like
Hmm.
everyone's following the same formula where it's just like, oh, four of us have to go into a haunted house and oh, the monster's chasing us while we're doing objectives and it's like
Yeah,
500 different versions of that game. And I'm like,
yeah,
so like when I look at For Loop, I'm just like, okay, I guess, man. Like,
yeah. It's
oh,
more like I don't
now we're
like
playing.
this.
Now it's Helldivers. Like,
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Now we're
just like
playing.
it's just multiplayer slop, dude. Like, we're just getting these games so much,
Well, like everyone else was saying, right? I didn't realize it until, uh, yeah, until I got on Twitter. But I didn't really want to like say like Twitter influenced me. But like as I'm looking through the list now, because I was like, that's not true. But they were saying like it's all Unreal 5 slop. And I'm like, yeah, like every game has
Yeah,
that hyper realism Unreal 5, even though they're probably not even using Unreal 5 engine. Like every game so far that we've seen,
aesthetically,
almost
yeah.
aesthetically has that Unreal 5 slop. And I'm just like that realistic slop. I'm just like, yeah, can we get some more stylish games to come out, man?
I'm
Like,
glad you brought this up actually, because yeah, Unreal Engine 5 seems like a really big miss, from Epic. Um, it is not stable as an engine. Like there's a lot of games with a lot of issues stemming from it. And then
mhm,
there's also, like you said, the aesthetic of it is just this kind of realism look that every game kind of looks the same in a lot of ways that
yep.
uses this engine. And it is I don't know, it's like not it's not a good thing, it's really not. um it's making me feel similar to the way you do with this as well, so I don't know. Next couple games, I will say you get your stylish one with one of them is Coven of the Chicken Foot. This is a
Yeah, so, like,
game.
this game
Yeah,
actually looks cool, like,
yeah.
I was like, "Okay, like, I can get behind this," but I'm pretty sure this game's not gonna sell because it's not, you know
It's a niche game,
it's a
it's
niche game.
yeah, right. It
Uh,
looks cool though, honestly.
it
You're
does look
playing like an
cool,
old
though.
grandma basically. And there's this monster that you are is helping you kind of move around and stuff. And it's a very stylish looking game, like stylized, graphically, very cartoonish. And yeah, I mean, it looks cool, it looks unique, for the most part.
Yeah, like, it reminds me of, like, Ico, but you're, like
Yes.
you're the person being dragged around,
Yeah.
that time,
Right, or Last Guardian or something, yeah, right.
The Last Guardian, yeah, so,
Right.
um, I mean, yeah, this looks really cool. I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot when it comes out for sure,
Yeah.
just because it is so different, um, than, like, the Unreal slop we've been getting, for the
Yeah.
last couple. It actually reminds me of that one game, that came out, I think it's called, it's a top-down, like, 2D game, like Coven of the Lamb or something like that, or
Cult of the Lamb?
Cult of the Lamb, yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
reminded me of that, but obviously it's not the same type of game, but it
Mhm.
reminded me of that game.
Mhm. Yep. Well, the next game, if you want to talk about slop, we're in horror slop land is Ontos. I got nothing with these games, man. I just don't. There's so many of these types of games. I don't understand how they're appealing to people at this point. But um,
I mean, I don't know, man, I like horror games, but yeah, like, from the developers who made Amnesia, and I feel like Amnesia and, Outlast were, like, the peak of those first person horror games,
yeah.
and now I don't fucking care, like, I don't know.
Hmm.
I say that, but then the next game that comes up is Resident Evil, and I'm
True.
like,
True.
you
True.
know, I don't know, they're
Resident
like
Evil
the only
Requiem.
yeah, they're like the only ones pushing the boundaries, them in Silent Hill, like, trying to do something different with horror or whatever,
Yeah.
and, like, even though this is realism slop, it is like that fucking engine, their
RE
engine they're
engine. Yeah.
using, yeah, it's fucking black magic. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck they're doing with this
Yeah.
engine, dude, but
Yeah.
it's black magic for sure. But yeah, it's gonna be 2 different gameplays. So, obviously, Leon's gonna be like the horror vibe or the, action
Action vibe. Yeah.
horror board, and then, what's her face? I forgot her name. The other
Female
protagonist
character. Yes.
yeah, the
Yeah.
other protagonist, she's gonna be, more so
The
like, if
horror
you play
element.
yeah, like, if you play Clock Tower or something like that, that's gonna be more her vibe, in the game. So,
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to it, obviously. Um, and I understand people aren't looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to it. It's gonna be, like, really cool. So,
Are you annoyed that they showed Leon though? Like that they didn't just keep that a secret? Like
yes, they should have kept it a
like
secret.
come
So,
on, man. These marketing departments, bro. Like, dude, do you have to ruin every game? It's just
yeah,
man, let dude,
I
imagine if
think
they
that
had
would have
kept
been
that secret,
that's what I'm
until
saying.
the
I
game
think that
came
would have
out.
been so cool if I played the game and then, like, I load in as Leon. I think that would have been
Yeah.
fucking
Like you play
awesome.
as a female character for like an hour or two, and then yeah, you get to the Leon section, the first like Leon section of the game, and you're like, oh my fuck, are you fucking serious? I get to play as Leon again? Like, holy shit. Like that would blow people's minds, dude. That would have been so hype. But no, you gotta fucking you got to get your fucking marketing beat in. It's like I don't know. Like I feel like that kind of moment would create more buzz at when the game comes out that might sell more copies than doing it this way. You know, I don't know, but that's just me. Um, Next game was from Jonathan Blow's studio. It's called Order of the Sinking Star, and it's a puzzle game. And it's not super clear to me like what the puzzles are and like what the mechanics of the game are. However, I will say this game looks really fucking cool. They zoomed out on the map very briefly, and it is a humongous map with a lot of different biomes and
Mhm.
terrain types and stuff like that. So this looks really cool. If we're looking for something different, right? Here it is. Not a lot of
Yeah,
developers making
exactly.
puzzle games like this nowadays. So that one looked pretty cool as well. Next game. All right, finally. All right. Exodus was the next game. I need to know what you thought of this one.
It definitely reminded me of Mass Effect.
Yes, that's what
Uh,
they're going for sure.
uh, I don't know. I felt like I don't know how I feel about it. I gotta give it like I actually have to play the game.
Yeah,
The gameplay looks cool,
yeah,
uh, but I
yeah,
need to see a little bit more. I need to see
yeah,
uh like the story they were presenting so far looked like typical, like, oh, you gotta save the world and like type shit. But uh
yeah,
besides that, it did look like they had different like, races and it did look very Mass Effect-ish and everything of that nature. I do like Matthew McConaughey a lot, so
yeah.
I appreciate
I
him.
will say he didn't sound like the line delivery sounded like he hasn't voice acted like this before. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was very monotone Matthew McConaughey. I was a little disappointed there. So hopefully they clean that up before the game
Yeah,
comes
but the
out.
combat definitely
But
reminds me of like Andromeda,
yeah,
the combat they did show.
yeah,
So I mean we
definitely.
all can agree that we didn't like Andromeda, but we all can agree Andromeda had the best combat
Yeah,
in Mass Effect. Um
yeah.
and I just need a good story. So
I
hopefully
think it
like we
looks
can.
good. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it does. It does look good.
Yeah, and the story wise, if you remember the original trailer for this game, the first one, this is like humanity is like I think Earth is like gone in this
Okay.
universe. And like from what I remember, this main character got pulled through like this portal that he like he went through time. I don't remember if it was forwards or backwards or something, but like he went to literally a different timeline. Like not a different timeline, but like different era in his timeline because that's how far the portal took him in the
Okay.
universe, basically.
Okay.
So there was something around that here, but the way this trailer presented it, it was definitely much more your standard sci-fi fare.
Yeah.
They didn't really focus on that quite as much. I'm not 100% sure where the storyline is. I'm intrigued though for sure. I will say the main
Yeah,
character
no.
though, he looks so generic, man. Like,
He does
come
look
on.
pretty. Hopefully this is like the default character you can create.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I guess you can
like
probably
the
create your own
shepherd,
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and
Uh
Default Shepherd, I didn't like Default Shepherd. So I
yeah,
always created my own.
yeah, exactly. So hopefully this is like
I
default
did
like shepherd.
dude, my shepherd was I did a military cut with orange hair. I fucking love my shepherd, bro. It was so fucking good, man. I love my shepherd. But yeah, so no, yeah, hopefully there's a character creator in this game because yeah, this character that
Yeah.
they created, like they couldn't have made him look more generic.
I don't know
So
though. I think Expanse is giving like even I think the Expanse game is giving even like Mass Effect a run for its money. So
mhm,
far, expect the trailers for Expanse are. I have been like super excited for that game to come
yeah,
out.
I
That
agree.
game looks fucking awesome, dog. I can't wait for that shit
Yeah.
to come out,
Dude,
man.
we're in it. We're finally in an era where we're getting Mass Effect fucking slop. Like it's just
I
we're getting
love it.
Mass Effect
I
games, bro.
I love it. I know.
Me too. Me
We
too.
we haven't gotten any good like Western RPGs. Like okay, like oh well, you got the Larian games and like
It's all
okay, yeah,
fantasy, dude. It's all fantasy. That's the
yeah.
problem. It's like,
We haven't
where's
got
my
any good sci-fi
sci-fi?
game.
You
Yeah,
know?
man, we haven't got any good sci-fi
Yeah, and
games.
Starfield wasn't it, really. And Outer Worlds isn't it, It's just that's not what me and you were looking for, Like we want like serious sci-fi, Like really actually serious sci-fi, And it's like both of these games kind of look like that. So that's exciting. All right. Next game that was shown was Dungeons and Dragons Warlock. This was a cinematic trailer, so not much to say here.
They did
Um
confirm that it's gonna be a third-person action game,
yes.
akin to, like, The
Yes.
Witcher, so
Okay. Gotcha. So, I mean, I want to see more. I would say I'm actually intrigued depending on what it is, you know? But, cinematic trailers generally, very rarely will they
yeah,
actually get me hyped for anything. So,
we gotta stop this shit, man. Like, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I know. No?
We are in 2020. This is why I want sometime want the podcast to be famous because we need to make an influence. We
Yeah.
are in 2025. Please stop the cinematic trailers. They have a place. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
but not for first reveals. I'm sorry. Like they just don't have a place for first
Like,
reveals.
I'll take it if it's the final reveal of the show, It's something like that. And it's something, I don't know, like
No,
something,
I
but
need at least 10 seconds of gameplay, bro.
yeah.
Just show me a clip. Just show me
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, it doesn't matter though. It works, bro. Like you were saying earlier about what the fuck, Divinity or whichever game it was. Like people were texting you about how hyped they. Oh, it was Star Wars. Yeah,
Oh,
about how
Star
fucking
Wars,
hyped they.
yeah.
It fucking works on people, man. Like they don't learn their lesson. It's just like I don't know. Like even this Warlock game's coming in 2027, and it's like they can't even show gameplay yet. Like, what are we doing? You know? I don't know. It's frustrating. It is really annoying because yeah, it's like the games are it's like cinematic trailers do nothing for me. They don't tell me anything about what the game I'm going to play is. Like and it's not going to inform a purchasing decision for me. Personally,
Yeah.
like I need to see the game before I'm going to make that choice. So it's like it is frustrating. It's a frustrating thing. All right, moving on. This next one, this was the next big one that they showed was Control Resonant. This is going to be a follow up to Remedy's Control. You're looks like you're going to play the brother of the main character from the first game. And from what I've heard, like I haven't played Control, so I don't know too much about it. But people were saying that the gameplay is significantly more action oriented than the first game. It looks like so they're kind of like you're playing a different character, so they decided to change up the game's mode of gameplay a little bit, which I think is kind of a good idea. It's a cool approach for a sequel. But yeah, Montreal, have you played Control?
Oh yeah, I beat it. I beat it last year.
Oh, you did. Okay, so are you hyped
Yeah.
for this?
I am hyped for them turning into an action game. I didn't think they were gonna do that. I think that's way different from I thought they were just gonna continue the third person shooter aspect of the game.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, when I saw the gameplay, I like an action game, so I'm
hmm
super hyped for this game.
yeah.
And they showed gameplay with the cinematic trailer, guys, which is what you're supposed to do, in my opinion. But that's just me.
True, they did. You're right. You are correct. That's it's big, man. And yeah, it looks good. I mean, Remedy needs this actually after FBC Firebreak was such a disaster. I don't think they're doing super well financially, so they kind of need this one to pop off. But I'm sure we'll see more about that one in the coming months. All right, next game was Gang of Dragon, which is from the original Yakuza developer Toshihiro Nagoshi. He left Sega, and this is his first game after leaving Sega. And lo and behold, it looks like a Yakuza game.
Why did they
So
why do they do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just want to continue making their game and like Sega's like, nah, man, we gotta take this in another
I
direction.
think there's a particular story here with him. Is he wanted to take these series in a certain direction, and they would not let him do it for financial reasons.
Mm, okay.
And this is his way of doing that without obviously being affiliated with Sega anymore. So, um, plus, hey man, you got the fat guy main protagonist, bro. getting some representation, you know?
Yeah.
It's actually fucking hilarious though. I love it. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't played any of these games. This doesn't like super appeal to me right now. But what about you, Montreal? Any interest?
Yeah, I give it a shot. I just want to see some more gameplay.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. All right. Next game actually wasn't a game. This is the moment of the show where they brought out the Street Fighter cast for the Street Fighter movie and then showed a trailer. Uh, what did you think of this trailer, man?
We can skip it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like, it's one of those
a lot of
things.
a
Yeah.
lot of people were like hyped for it, but like they were people who play video games. So when I saw it, I was just like, whatever,
Well,
man.
dude, they have that campy action basically look that they're going for with this. And I don't like it's one of those things like I don't know how you make a Street Fighter movie that isn't this though, and make it be good. So I don't know. I don't even know why they're making this. Like this that's my question is like why are we even doing this in the first place? But I don't know. Some people are excited about it. So man, we've been really negative on this show so far. All right, let's get into the next one. Is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. So this was intriguing because, you know, I don't really play Lego games, but this didn't really look like a Lego game. It kind of looked like more like a Batman game that had a Lego skin on it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with
Is
that.
kind of the vibe I was getting.
Yeah, it looks cool. Lego games really do try.
Yeah.
This is probably the closest y'all are going to get to another Dark Knight game or Arkham Knight
Hmm.
game.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. So I don't know. This one might be interesting to play for sure. It is. I don't think we had. I don't know if we got a release date for it, but yeah. I mean, it looked a little more serious. Oh, it's coming in May 29th next year. But
okay,
yeah, it looked a little more serious than Lego games typically go. Like the tone of it was different. And
yeah.
so I think that was certainly notable for me. So I don't know. Might be something I check out if it ends up being any good. All right. Moving on. All right, Macho. Was this your moment? Was this your moment of the show? So we got the Tomb Raider reveal. Uh they are making two Tomb Raider games, which the first one is Tomb Raider Catalyst, which is going to be a
Hold on.
new game,
Okay.
and then Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, which looks like it's going to be a remake of the first game that came out. People are saying that because of the dinosaurs. That was the first game's the only one that ever had dinosaurs in it. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so I mean, two more Tomb Raider games. I was not expecting this, if I'm being honest.
I wasn't either, to be honest with you. So I am excited. The first one though, or the second one they announced. So are they doing like next was the rumored Tomb Raider is a full remake of of the '96 adventure. So
Hmm.
like, are they remaking Tomb Raider 1?
Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, I didn't get that from that trailer. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and then Catalyst is going to be a new game, like a brand new
Yeah.
game. So yeah, like that's interesting. Like I think that's great. I think that's awesome. Like Tomb Raider is cool. I've never played any of them. I don't know why I haven't, but I haven't. But I know they're very well liked games, and obviously they've influenced gaming significantly. So
Well,
um,
yeah, the she had like certain movements. Like you had to play around the crappy movement, right, of her,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because there weren't any like dual sticks, or so you couldn't do like the dual stick movement. So they made puzzles around her movement, and that was the platforming. The platforming was a part of the puzzles, and then obviously you had actual puzzles as well. And you had to use your brains for a lot of that shit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. That's why I like the old Tomb Raiders compared to like the newer ones. The newer ones were like I know I'm gonna get fucking flamed for this. The new ones were like more Uncharted slop, like in my
Yeah,
opinion. And
yeah,
whereas like the older Tomb Raiders are more like she was like actually solving puzzles and like
yeah. And it was like an action game, action puzzle game, like
yeah,
almost almost like a 3D platformer that took itself a little more seriously.
yeah, because the action was like to be honest with you, you barely ran into any action like that. When you ran into action, it was like a big deal because like they would play music and everything like that when
Mm,
you like
mhm.
fighting like certain animals and shit like that.
Yeah,
So and
yeah,
when you were fighting animals in general, uh sometimes music wouldn't play at all. It would just be like stone quiet. Like you wouldn't have
yeah.
no music at all in throughout the entire level. Um and stuff like that. So it really set the tone for like I'm in this tomb or this layer alone by myself. And uh I don't know, I like that shit. But yeah, like I don't know.
So
Hopefully
it's gonna
they don't
depend for
really
you how they make the game. Like if they make
ex-
it too Uncharted, like you're just like kind of not
yeah,
into it.
if they do the remakes, like if they don't keep the aesthetics of the remakes, because I really need to understand why Tomb Raider was beloved. I mean, people can say like, "Oh, Laura Croft was hot." Like, yeah, that was a big aspect of it, but like, it was also when you're playing the games, they didn't like music wasn't playing throughout the entire level, only on certain
Hmm.
aspects of the level, and then it would end. So it wasn't just continuously playing the music. Um, and then you just had to figure shit out. You had to backtrack and oh, I got this trinket here. This trinket might go to this little nudge I saw way back here. And on top of that, there are like plenty of secrets throughout the level, throughout these levels as well. Um, that you can get to and everything like that. I don't know. It was like really cool. It was also a survivor game because you don't like the only guns that give you unlimited ammo were your pistols, but by the time your pistols got like later into the game, they were significantly weak. So your other guns that had like a lot more power, they had limited ammo. So those secrets were like more ammos that you'll find for the guns, or sometimes you even find guns early in the game. So it was worth exploring the levels in the games for that.
Hmm.
For that aspect. So it was a survivor game on top of that because you had to like ration your med kits, you had to ration your ammo and all that other shit like that. And if you didn't have that, if you missed a jump, you will lose health sometime because you missed the jump and she was a little bit too far,
Mm,
like the ground was a little bit too far down or whatever, or you just die. So
yeah,
it was a very serious game, like you said. And I hope they kind of utilize and keep that there,
yeah.
to how serious it was.
Gotcha. Okay. Moving on. Next game shown was Forest 3. This is a horror game. Some maybe some sort of survival elements to it as well. Um, I got nothing on this one. You?
I mean, it looks like Unreal Slop to me.
Yep. Moving on, Robert Kirkman came out for a second, talked about Invincible Versus, which is an invincible fighting game. Revealed a new character. I don't really care. Um, any interest for you?
Not really.
No. Okay. Moving on. Next game was Orbitals. It's a co-op space adventure game coming to Nintendo Switch 2 exclusively. And it looks like a, kind of like in the style of like Split Fiction or some of Jason Fari's games. Um where you need to play it co-op. But this game's the thing that was striking about this game actually was the aesthetic. It has a
Yeah,
very 80s anime vibe in the way it looks, which like it was probably the best looking game of the show to me.
I agree. Yeah.
So it was certainly very striking in that regard. I mean, it's probably not something I'm gonna play, but definitely notable to say the least. Though it looks really cool, and the animated sections that were like full cutscenes looked really really good.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, definitely a certainly a striking game there. Next was Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
we can keep going.
yeah. I mean, I just want to say real quick,
Why do
dude,
they keep
Diablo
trying?
4 has got to be one of the biggest disappointments in the last like 5 years for me. You know?
Obviously not. They're still. people love this game, dude. Like
Yeah.
I just don't see it, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they announced a new class. Paladin's coming out with it. And you know what, dude? You know what the thing was? I went and looked because I just wanted to know, like, what's the state of Diablo 4? And people were basically like, if you like your ARPGs to be casual and easy, this is the game for you. And I was like, Jesus Christ, get me out of here, bro. Like, come on, dude. Is that where we're at, Blizzard? Is that all you can make? Is just casual bullshit video games nowadays? Like, is that all you're capable of? It's just fucking, they just piss me off, dude. Like, I don't know. They went from one of the greatest game developers of all time to just like slop. They just make slop, you know? It's such a fucking ridiculous fall, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. Marvel Rivals announced Deadpool is a new character. I got nothing on this one. Uh, then after that was 007 First Light had another trailer.
Yeah, I'm kind of
They
just ready for the game to come out now.
Yeah, kind
I'm
of
not good.
same here. Cuz who was it that came out? Lenny Kravitz? Yeah, he's in the
Yeah,
fucking game.
I don't care. Like I would have been cool if they just like did not
Yo.
reveal that and then just like he
Yeah.
casually came out. Like oh, Lenny Kravitz is the game. That's cool.
Right.
You
I
know.
agree. Cuz it's coming on March 27th. Like I don't like we don't need more reveals, bro. Stop showing the game. You're showing too much of the game, you know?
Yeah.
Um it's like I don't know. I mean, the game looks great. Don't get me wrong. Like this game looks fucking awesome. So yeah, that's coming in March. Next up was Lords of the Fallen 2. Had another trailer, or had a first, game like gameplay trailer. Um, any thoughts on this
Yeah.
one?
It, I thought it was gonna be like a God of War like because it looked God of War, but they just changed the camera to like the over the shoulder, but it still
Yeah,
Souls like. But it looks like they have like an actual parry mechanic in it now. So
yeah,
I'm a sucker for parry slop, so I might give this game a try. So
yeah. Okay, fair enough. After that was another trailer for Saros. Um,
I
got some
okay.
story
I,
stuff here.
yeah, can I just say something real quick?
Yeah,
Capcom, what the fuck are we doing? I know this is not a Capcom game,
yeah,
but this is literally Mega Man Legends 3. Like,
yep.
why don't we have a Mega Man Legends 3? I
We'll
don't.
get there. Hey, we will get there. We're gonna get there. Uh, because it's possible that's happening. So Saros, though, this game looks fucking great. I
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't play
I'm getting this
Returnal.
game. I'm getting this game first day.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I'm
I
getting.
think I'm in the same boat because I never played Returnal, and I have been highly interested in it since it came out. But I don't know. I never got into the right headspace to play it. This game, though, like the thing is with the Returnal is it's not really a story focused game. This game looks a little bit more story focused, which is more what I'm looking for. I'm kind of looking for that split, and the gameplay still looks fucking excellent. So yeah, no, this game I'm very much interested in it. I will say they did sneak something in here though. The game's been delayed a month. It's coming on April 30th. It was supposed to be coming in March, so that was an interesting thing. They didn't announce it as a delay, but obviously it is a delay. So that's interesting. Um, After that was No Law. This game looks like a kind of a cyberpunkish, at least kind of aesthetic that they're going for. Um, but yeah, first person action game.
Yeah, I think I'm over first person games, action games too, man. I think I'm just over that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's not like there's been like I don't know. I just scoff and I'm like, oh, first person, whatever. Here we go. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why though. It's not even fair. But yeah,
It's not even like there were that many, really. You know?
there aren't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's unfair, but it's just
Yeah.
like I'm just so tired of first person.
I
But
will say, first person action, unfortunately, I think has less flexibility to it than third person. You know, in terms of like design space. Um,
yeah, yeah,
So I think it's harder to stand out, I guess is really what I'm saying with a first person game. Um because yeah, like when I saw this game, like when it went into the first person part, it just looks like cyberpunk. And
yeah,
that's obviously what they're going for, but I don't think this game is going to be a deep RPG like Cyberpunk necessarily, but that's like the aesthetic they're giving off for sure. So yeah. All right. Moving on. Next was Hitman. We can move on. That's just a DLC with Miva Jovovich. And then the next game after that, this was a huge reveal for our friend Jet. Creative Assembly, they've been teasing a new game. That was going to be a new, so a new game that wasn't going to be related to any existing IPs that they had done before, or not necessarily IPs, but like franchises they currently have. And they revealed Total War Warhammer 40k. They are doing a Total War game for 40k. And yeah, I mean, when this comes out, we're not going to see our friend Jet for probably fucking 6 months. I
I
think this
will
is
say, I
yeah.
will say, Justin, this game looks fucking dope though.
It does. I agree. I think the thing is
The reason
Warhammer.
I couldn't
Yeah.
get into Warhammer Total War is because it was original Warhammer. But
Well,
40K, I might be right there with them.
the problem for me, because I tried Warhammer 3, like I ended up buying it, and I tried
Mm,
it a couple years ago. And unfortunately, I think what I'm hoping for is that they do this a little differently with 40k. But with that version of Warhammer, the gameplay was very shallow outside
mm,
of the combat. The combat obviously is the super deep, Total War that's always been. But
yeah.
the map movement and everything was super basic. There's very little to like the building up your towns and stuff. Um, it's literally just a war game, and I found that boring. Like it was unappealing for me.
Okay.
I'm hoping with this, there's a little bit more split in that focus. They put a little bit more thought into that design space of outside of the combat. And so there's a chance I might jump into this with you. I am getting into Warhammer actually as well. I am getting into the Warhammer fantasy stuff. I've bought like a bunch, like a few kits for it. So I may be getting into the tabletop game as a result. And I'm a little bit more into Warhammer than I've been in the past too. So and I was looking at the 40k stuff, and it's never appealed to me really. But I started looking at the
What?
models and stuff. Well, I started looking at the models and stuff, and I think from the perspective of a war game, it's highly appealing. From the perspective of an IP with any kind of narrative focus, I'm not interested at all. Like I don't give a shit about what's going on in the Warhammer universe. Like
It is a
the
very depressing universe. I will say
yeah,
that.
exactly. I'm just not. I just don't think there's a lot there that appeals to me from that perspective. So I'm not looking for a story based Warhammer game. That's not really what I'm talking about here with the Total War games. I'm looking for like I want that strategic layer of the game to have some depth. That's what I'm looking for. And the existing Warhammer games, at least from my experience, didn't really have that. So that's why I didn't end up getting into it because it's just like, dude, if I just want to play a battle game, like I, I don't know. It's just I don't want to play that all the time. Like I want
Yeah.
to be challenged in multiple ways, when I'm playing these kind of games. And that wasn't there. So I'm hoping with this one we get a little bit of both. And like cuz I will say like I was looking at some of the 40k stuff like dude the mechs and shit that they have like and stuff dude they're so fucking cool the fucking tanks and stuff like they're fucking sick like they look really cool from an aesthetic standpoint. So and the different races and stuff, like they all have their like really cool elements to them. So yeah. But so I don't know. Watch are you getting this day one, you think?
I probably am getting this day one.
Okay.
Do like to play by myself first, so I'm
Of
probably not going
course.
to tell them I'm playing it
Yeah.
until
Okay.
I'm ready to
Gotcha.
actually play it with them.
They're gonna get mad at you when they find out, probably, um well, you were saying you don't like Warhammer. You don't like Warhammer Fantasy?
No, I don't think fantasy is that. I'm like you, but with fantasy. Like I don't think the fantasy aspect of Warhammer is like appealing at all.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. It's
Interesting.
just it's the same thing as 40K. It's a depressing universe.
Yeah.
There clearly aren't any good guys or anything like that. Um,
I don't know if that's true though in fantasy because there are good races like aligned good races. So I don't know, but well, the reason I'm asking is because, like I said, I'm buying some of the tabletop minis and like with the intent to eventually play probably. So like, would you not be interested in playing the fantasy?
I don't know if I'd be interested in playing the fantasy. If it was 40K, most definitely, because I have a couple. I have like a 100 point army, or whatever. Uh,
Yeah.
but the
Okay.
fantasy, I don't know.
Man, you got to give it another look. They've re-released it recently because fantasy actually wasn't. They didn't have miniatures for the fantasy until a couple years ago. They've relaunched the fantasy line, um, the last few years. And dude, I'm gonna be honest, the minis are fucking awesome. Like they're so fucking cool. Um, like I built a bunch. I mean, I've been sending pictures to the chat, so you've seen the ones I built. But
Yeah,
like I'm building the high elves, and like, dude, they have this miniature of like a lord riding a dragon, and I like I really want to get it. It looks so fucking sick, man. Like I don't know, like they're cool as hell. So I don't know, but I was looking at 40K too. I might be interested in 40K more than I thought. So I don't know. We'll get there. I'm starting with the fantasy, so we'll get there though maybe. Um. All right. Well, that was a huge reveal. Actually, that was probably one of the bigger games of the show. You know, Total War is fucking huge. So, next, this was a big game too. Was Ace Combat 8 from Bandai Namco.
yep.
It's coming in 2026. It has been 6 years since the last Ace Combat game. Um, Not a franchise I've ever played. Montreal, what about you?
Way back in the day, I used to play Ace Combat,
Okay.
but I haven't touched it in recent years. But like, I'm talking about on the PS1, I used to play
Yeah.
Ace Combat a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't touched it in recent years though.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, people were certainly excited about that one, I think. So that was good. This next one, I was stupidly excited about. This was Star Wars Galactic Racer. It is not a pod racing game, to our disappointment,
What? It's not?
but they did show Sebulba in the trailer. So, um,
One more
so-
ride.
yeah. But I think this could be cool, anyways. I think
Yeah.
Star Wars racing games like have surprisingly been pretty good over time.
Yeah. I mean, the
Um,
pod racer was really fucking good.
Dude, Pod Racer, I fucking loved Pod Racer, dude. On the N64, I fucking loved that game, man. That shit was so stupid, but
I mean,
yeah,
Star Wars has always had like great games. I just don't understand why. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that, but it's
mhm,
just they always had like really great games.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. This looks cool. This could be cool. I don't know if we did see a little bit of gameplay, I think. Um, but yeah, it's coming 2026 as well. So we'll see how that is when it comes out. Might be something we pick up, maybe. We'll see. And then next on the list was Phantom Blade Zero. This game has been in development for like 8 fucking years. Uh, this is a Souls like. Um, yeah, I don't know. What'd you think of it? Did it strike
Uh,
anything with you?
I don't. So I know they say it's Souls like, but it reminds me. It's more so on the action side of stuff.
Yeah,
Way action, more
yeah,
action than like a Souls game, and even Sekiro.
yeah.
Uh, uh, and yeah, like I don't know, the game looks really fucking cool. You know what it reminds me of actually? It
Mhm.
reminds me of Neo, a more
Gotcha.
polished Neo.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I'm super excited for this game. I've been waiting for this game for a while since the first trailer was released.
Yeah,
Um, and it looks like they kept true to that original concept of the trailer. Because we all thought this game was fake. Like
yeah,
everybody 100% thought this game was fake,
yeah,
me included.
yeah,
But now that I see the gameplay, I think this is going to be a really cool game.
yeah. It's coming September 9th next year. I mean, it looks cool. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for your opinion on it and just see because I mean I could be this could be a game that would very much appeal to me. It's just I don't know. It like these games are
I,
starting to blend together though with the way they look.
yeah,
You know.
I don't think this is
And
gonna be another Wu Chain game. I don't think this so.
yeah,
I think this game's gonna
okay,
be actually pretty
okay,
cool. So
gotcha. All right, well, we'll see. All right, up next, you sort of referenced it earlier. A new Mega Man game, Mega Man Dual Override, is coming in 2027. Which 2027, by the way, I believe is going to be the 40th anniversary for Mega Man. And
okay.
they said they have another game in the works as well, which is what I was thinking earlier when you were mentioning Legends. They might be working on that game, maybe.
Nah, we need an
Um,
X.
so I mean, it's a 2.5D side scroller. It looks like there was a moment where they zoomed out behind Mega Man and it kind of made it look like a 3D game, maybe. So there, I could see a possibility that there maybe is two different modes of gameplay here. Where you have your side scroller and maybe something a little bit more open potentially. But we don't know that much about it, so that's just speculation on my part. But yeah, new Mega Man game. It's been a minute, dude, since 11 came out. I think 11 was like what, 2019 or 2020, maybe something somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
and that I don't think that was really received that well.
Yeah, it
Uh,
wasn't super well liked. So,
yeah,
um,
which is why I don't understand why they just didn't go like. In my opinion, X is more popular than the original Mega Man,
yeah,
in my opinion. But I don't know. That's just me though.
I agree. I mean, dude, I love. It's funny that we're mentioning X because yeah, I was actually playing it before we started today. It's on sale on PlayStation, the Legacy Collection. So I picked up X and I was playing it, and man, it's just like the classic gameplay is so good. But I've
Yeah,
always been a huge Mega Man Zero fan. You know,
yeah.
those games are mega underrated in my opinion. Like, I think they're so fucking good, like super good. Um, so so yeah, I don't know. It's but we'll see what this game is, like how it is. It's coming, like I said, 2027. So um we'll see what else Capcom has hiding. I'm just happy that they're doing something with Mega Man. I like, this is a franchise for me that I don't understand why they let it fall off for so long the way they did, you know?
I
Um
personally just think the executives hate Mega Man. That's it.
it's weird. But they were talking in a financial report um with a shareholder investor call. They were talking that they want Mega Man to be a core IP again, going forward. So that means they have some plans for sure in the works, which is it's good to hear. Because dude, it's like realistically with Mega Man, I mean, what has it been, like 20 years since Mega Man really had a lot of games coming out?
Yeah,
Like, that's crazy with how much they released in Mega Man for the first 20 years of its existence, Dude, they were pooping out probably multiple games a year for a long time there, between the Battle Network games, the Zero games, ZX games, it's crazy like how much Mega Man they made in that amount of time, and then it's just been dormant for so long. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a resurgence. Um and see what they can do there. All right, moving on. Final game reveal. This was highly questionable. We'll get into that, but was High Guard was announced. It is a free to play first person shooter from former Apex Legends developers, and the game is coming very soon in a month on January 26th, 2026. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say the game didn't look interesting. Like, it certainly did. It looks a little bit more unique than, like, people are calling it generic, and I'm like, I don't. I mean, like, I don't think it's generic. I just think positioning this as the final reveal was a really terrible decision. Um, I don't know. Where were you at with this one, Macho?
but you are going to hate me. I think the game looks generic as fuck. Uh,
Yeah.
from the name of the game down to the character models, it
Okay,
just
I can
looks.
see that. I guess I meant the gameplay doesn't look generic.
Yeah, okay. I mean, looks like Apex. I don't
It
I don't
does
know.
look like Apex. It
It
definitely has some Apex vibes to it,
it
which
looks like Apex mixed with what's that other game called? Fuck. Not Pantheon. It's like a 5v5 game. It has like a really low player count, but it's
not
still going
sure.
strong. But
Sure.
you do the same thing in that
Paladins?
game. Paladins, there you go.
Is that the one?
You do
Okay.
this, yeah. You do the same thing in that game where you ride horses to at the beginning of the game, and then
Yeah.
you know you jump off and or whatever, and
Then you
it's first
fight.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you fight.
Yeah, actually
Um,
watching this trailer again, the horse thing, it looks a lot less interesting than it did when I originally watched this trailer. It literally looks like you just ride the horse until you get to the arena and then you jump off and you fight. Like,
yeah, yeah. I mean that's paladins, bro. Like
oh
that's literally
no.
paladins.
Oh no. Yeah.
They like I'm looking at the combat right now. Yeah, the combat Apex, and then yeah, it's Apex but with different legends now. Like that's literally what it is. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Like they had the dual katana person or the kunai person, Wraith.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a person that has a hawk, bloodhound. I don't like. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know what to tell you. Like
Yeah.
they have a hawk like person from like Marvel Rivals or whoever. Like I don't know the game. They have a person that flies in the air that looks like fucking Iron Man, or what's her face that says "rain from above" and fucking
Yeah. Yeah.
Overwatch,
Yeah.
uh, Farah. So like I'm looking at the game. Then they have
Oh
a
no.
sharpshooter guy like McCree,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
what do you say? Do you say Dead Man Walking or something like that? I don't
Well, no,
know.
it's high noon. Yeah, or
It's
whatever.
high dude. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
high dude. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, they got that type of guy in there. It's literally hero shooter slop. Like
Yeah.
with destructive environments.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in that aspect, I said to myself, wow, this game would have been cool 5 years ago. Like literally, this game would have been really cool
Mm.
5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think this game so I mean this game's coming soon, by the way. Like, do you think this game's just gonna come and go? Like it's just dead it's just dead?
DOA.
DOA?
DOA, bro.
DOA,
DOA,
he's
bro.
calling it DOA. Oh no. Okay.
It's Concord Part 2, bro.
Yeah.
Legitimately, bro.
Mhm.
I don't.
You think it's that bad? Come on, bro. Concord, like Concord's a specific thing that like I feel like will never be replicated. Like that game was so underbought and underplayed that it had like 70 concurrents when it came out. Like I don't see this game being that bad. That would be
Justin,
insane. I don't know.
what in this? They even have a fucking uh, what's her face? She used to be my favorite
I
character.
don't know. Watching this trailer again though, it's fucking I don't know, dude. You're not wrong. This is Jesus Christ.
What was the first trans character name in Apex? What was her name?
Blood wasn't it Bloodhound?
No, no. Well, that's a them day, I guess. I
Yeah.
guess you can count them as a trans.
Yeah.
Uh, Catalyst. They even have a Catalyst
Oh
character in
yeah,
here.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like she has the same like gooey tentacle type shit. Like, dude, like I'm sorry. Like the only thing that looked interesting was like the tanks coming out. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, but like I'm watching the trailer again, Justin. There's nothing. I can just play Apex. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
play the game. I'm like, yeah, let's go play Apex, y'all. That's all I want to play now. Like I just want to play Apex. It is a 5v5 arena. It's not even a BR.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play Apex. Why play this game? And
Oh
then
no. Dude, wouldn't this be like isn't this like such an epic fail for Jeff though? To position this as the final game, the final reveal. You know, for him to come out and be like, "Oh, we always do a final reveal, guys, and this year we did it a little different. This game's
yeah,
coming a lot sooner than normal, you know,
this is the worst reveal he's done. Like I can't
ever."
believe he's like
Yeah.
this is the
That I can remember, yeah, certainly.
yeah
I would
like
agree. Like, dude, when he came out and he was like, "This game's coming real soon," I actually got kind of hyped. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking sick, dude! Like, what are we showing?" You know? And then it's a fucking free to play game, and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, we really did this? Are we serious right now? Like, I don't know. I was pissed. I was annoyed. It kind of tainted the show for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Because up to this point, I was pretty like, dude, like the list of games we just went through, like it's a pretty good showing overall, you know. Um, but I don't know. To end with this, I'm like, dude, you just all you had to do, bro, is switch this game with either Divinity or the Star Wars game, like you said, either one of those, and I think this show would have been fine. But positioning this as the big reveal at the end was a terrible decision. Somebody's got to pull Jeff in and be like, they got to have the balls to say, Jeff, don't do this, brother. Do not do this. Okay. Like, you are doing this game a disservice because I think this game is worse off having been revealed this way than it would have been if it was revealed earlier in the show. Like, I think people genuinely want this game to fail now. like, like there is a permeating hatred for this game that I don't is like illogical and irrational, but it is there. It's out there, man.
I don't think
And
it's. I honestly don't think it's illogical. I think people are just tired of hero shooter slop. We
no, I
already
agree.
have.
How
We
many of these
have.
games
We
do we
have.
fucking need, dude?
Yeah,
Like how
I'm
like
about to name some like off the bat.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if you want to count Apex Legends, I'll count Apex Legends, but I don't really
sure.
count Apex Legends. But for sake of argument, let's count Apex Legends. So you got
Yep,
Apex Legends, then you got Valorant, which this
yep,
game takes inspiration from, in my opinion. You have
certainly.
Marvel Rivals, then you have
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Oh my god, it's
I forgot
some
about
other
Marvel
ones.
Rivals.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals. I mean, so I just named four off the bat right there. Paladins. And then I mean, if you want to count like Smite, that's a MOBA though, so I don't really count that. But like,
Right, but they're in a similar realm. This is my problem with these games is like they're adjacent to games like Smite, you know, in some ways.
yeah,
And it's like you are kind of competing with Smite and even League, you know, and
even League of
Dota,
Legends, yeah,
you
and
know.
Dota, yeah, you're right.
It's
I mean,
like
they because we have the same, in my opinion, we raised the same way. This character's overpowered, needs to be nerfed, and blah blah blah. So like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I
right.
you can say it like those are the same things. So we have all these established games already that have established fan bases. You have League. We're not leaving League. We're not leaving Dota. We're not
Right.
leaving and I'm pretty sure people who are playing Overwatch aren't leaving Overwatch, and people who are playing Marvel Rivals aren't leaving Marvel Rivals. People who are leaving Valorant aren't leaving Valorant. Like people who are playing Apex, it took us a while to leave Apex. You know what I'm saying? Because the gameplay was just so good. So
I mean, I've been thinking about toying around with going back to it though.
I
You know,
mean, me too. But don't tell Jet
honestly.
that.
I just want to see where it's at, you know? Like I don't know. Like
I heard
they've been
I heard it's
trying
gotten
to
better.
improve. You know,
Yeah, I heard it's
I
gotten a
yeah, I've
lot
heard it
better.
got better, so I don't know. I do kind of miss the BR a little bit. You know, I was saying the other day to Jed, I was like I was thinking about, you know, seeing about PUBG, you know, if anybody wanted to play a few like last week. Cuz like nobody's responding to me in the chat half the time anymore when I'm like anybody around to play anything, you know, it's like fucking Jets in Stellaris land up Stellaris's ass, like, you know, and you and Andy don't want to play every night. So it's like sometimes some nights it's just like, you know, nobody around, man. You know, so I was like, I was desperate enough to go like, oh, PUBG. Anybody want to play PUBG? You know,
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm down to play either PUBG or Apex. I think I'm just like maybe I'm just league fatigued or MOBA fatigued in general. So
Yeah. Well, we're waiting for
down
the
for
new
it.
season there. You know.
Yeah,
So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Watching this trailer some more, I don't know. Like, why did you make this? Why do you make this game, dude?
that's
You
what I'm
know.
saying. Like, oh, it came from the former people of, and it's like all I can think of is even though I know this team wasn't responsible for it, it was EA. All I can think is Apex 3. I mean, I'm sorry, Titanfall 3 died for this. That's, that's
That's
all I can
true.
think of.
But dude, one of the comments in here, this is so brutal, was like high guards made by former Apex or former Respawn developers. Yeah, the bad ones. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh god, this is where people are with these games, man. Like, I mean, like spiritually, like obviously that's mean, but at the same time, I do kind of agree with the sentiment. Is like, stop using the name of fucking like you worked at Respawn. Okay, what the fuck did you do at Respawn? Were you fucking like a low level entry QA guy? Did you clean the trash cans? Like, what was your job? You know, like it doesn't mean anything on its own. You know, it's like, oh, I was in the presence of Respawn Entertainment and I'm making a video game. Oh, that, you know, it's like, no, shut up. It doesn't fucking matter.
And telling everybody, oh, former Fall developers trade in the mechs for horses and a new fantasy raid shooter. It's like, bro, just give us more mechs. Like,
Yeah.
why don't
Titan-
we have a Titanfall 3?
Titanfall died for this, bro.
And you're telling me they pitched this to EA and EA was like, no. I would say no. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that was it for reveals.
The first comment on like a YouTube video for it on
Yeah.
IGN, it said Chat GPT, generate a hero shooter with fantasy elements. That's exactly how I feel.
Oh no.
That's exactly
Oh
how I feel about the game, dude.
no. What
That's
the
why it
fuck?
looks so generic. It looks like someone just typed into Chat GPT was like, yo, make me a Apex fantasy shooter 5v5.
Yeah. Oh, it's so rough, dude. All right. Well, um let's move into the show thoughts. So you said you had some stuff to say about the awards and who won some of the awards. So go ahead. Here's your soapbox, Montreal. Get on it. Do your thing.
I First of all, man, the the Expedition 33 discourse online, not just on Twitter, but everywhere,
Hmm.
is fucking atrocious, dude. Like, I like this game, but both sides of the or I hate to do both sides. Like sometimes I feel like you gotta pick a side. But no, both sides are equally fucking annoying, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Xenoblade fans were obnoxious.
Yeah.
Uh, but Expedition 33 fans take that shit to a
You
no
know,
whole nother level, bro.
I okay. I agree with you. Right. So and I am gonna get a little bit on a soapbox here as well because this is like a media literacy thing because this is true of Xenoblade fans. This is true of Claire Obscure fans. This is true of Nier Automata fans. You know,
Persona 5, particularly
Persona
Persona
5,
5.
Persona 5 fans.
You
These are
have
all
to say 5.
games. No, it is 5 specifically. You're not wrong. These are all games that have very strong narratives. I would argue. Like
Mhm.
strongest, some of the strongest we've seen in the last decade, right? Um I think the thing is that video game these fan bases that are so ravenous for these games, like they must not have ever experienced anything like these games in any other form of media
They
because
haven't. They
the
haven't.
obsessiveness that they have is like completely out of control. Like I love all four of those series slash games that I just mentioned. I love them. They're probably like if I was talking about game best games I've ever played, most of those would probably be on the list of like top 100 for me. You know, but at the same time, I'm not like so like completely like lost in how good these games are that I can't separate that out from my fandom. I think it's one of these things with like this is true in sports, this is true in other mediums as well. I just think people are too they like make these things their personality, you know? And then like when people are critical of the thing, they feel like they're being attacked personally, you know? And it is out of control. Like there's no other way to say it. Like I don't know. Cuz I'm with you. I think Claire Obscure Expedition 33 like it probably is my game of the year. It's between that and Trails for me this year. And like there's a lot I could say about the game. Like it's a beautiful game, you know. And I have certainly delved deep into this game from the perspective of the soundtrack. Like I have been listening to the soundtrack since the game came out and I'm still listening to it now. I was listening to it earlier today. I fucking love
Mhm.
this game, you know. There was a new DLC they dropped actually the night of the Game Awards that has new music on it as well. And the fucking music is fire, you know. So I've delved into this game so deep. The way the music integrates with the story and kind of is literally like talking about the narrative in the song and stuff. It's like it's so fucking good, right? It's a really well made game, but it's like, man, it's just I don't know. Like there's other stuff out there, guys. Like let's not lose our fucking minds about it, okay? Like does the game deserve 9 awards at the Game Awards? Sure, maybe. I don't know. It's a little
Okay,
much
see,
though,
that
you know?
that's right. That's right. I break off. Like, okay,
It's a
out of
little
all
much.
the
It is. It is. I don't
yeah,
disagree.
out of all the games that they announced, right, or that were chosen, um, like, okay, you can probably get it for best independent game. I mean,
No, you can't. It's not an independent game. Again, we're getting
oh,
into the definitions. They have a publisher, Kepler. They're not independent at all. Like, why are they even in the category? It's ridiculous. Like,
okay, well, that maybe they shouldn't
fucking
have won that one then.
insane. That one's
And
fucking
then
stupid as hell. Best RPG? What are we doing? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Death Stranding 2 didn't win a single award. I didn't love Death Stranding 2, but Jesus, I can't believe that. At Jeff Keighley's show, Death Stranding 2 didn't win a single award. Like, what is happening? You know? And yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 not winning best RPG. Like, trust me, I didn't play the game to completion. I only played like, I don't know, 10 hours of it maybe. But bro, like, come on. I don't know. It's crazy that it doesn't win anything. Like it didn't win any
I
category it was nominated for. It's
I
nuts.
I
Like,
I honestly think either the UK or Japan or China has to do another award. Because like all their voting is so like Western based. Like I'm looking at best performance. Why are three out of six of the performances from Claire Obscure? Like, don't get
yeah,
me wrong. Ben Starr and Charlie Cox and Jennifer English did their fucking thing on that shit, right? But it's
yeah,
just like there are other games. Like the voice acting, in my opinion, was really good in Trails. Like, like,
yeah.
but because it's campy anime, like they don't get
Those games don't.
credit.
It's not even. It wasn't even nominated for anything. You know.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the voting is like super Western
Well, this is
based.
the other problem. Is like, dude, I'm going through the first few awards, and it's the same 5 games in every award. It's Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost Yote, Hades 2, and Silk Song. Like for like 5 or 6 awards straight. Those are literally the games that are nominated in every fucking category. You know, it's like I don't know, like diversify the nominations a little bit, bro. You know that I certainly am annoyed at that. For
Yeah, I am too. I am too. I think they need to do a different criteria uh for their games. I don't like I'm sorry. Avowed being in the best RPG
and
over
Trails isn't in
Trails.
there.
And Trails isn't in there is
It's
insane to me.
ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous.
Um I'll even go as far as to say like Monster Hunter Wild's being in there is crazy, but that's just my
Yeah.
personal opinion. Um
Yeah.
I don't know. I argument for best RPG. There's a debate to be had there. I think as far as combat depth, I think Trails was better.
Yeah. Like, dude, for
Yeah,
instance, look at this. Best debut indie game and best independent game.
yeah, they
They
won
won
that.
both categories. What is the point of this? Why do you have 2 of these? Like, what is the point of this? Like, they're not an indie game. You know, like I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
I mean, then Hades won best action game, which fair.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, no problem there.
yeah, fair. But why was Battlefield in that game in that category?
They don't have an FPS category or shooter category, even though they probably should.
They should. They should definitely have a shooter
There's enough
category.
shooters that come out every year where you should have that category
Yes,
for sure.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like they don't even do like do they do still do fighting game?
No, I mean, yeah, they do. They do actually. They do
Okay.
fighting games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do fighting games, like you have a category for fighting games, you don't have a category for shooters. What? That makes no sense. No offense to fighting games, but like shooters are way bigger than fighting games are. Like,
No, I agree.
you know.
They do have a category for shooters and stuff like that. I mean, not for shooters, but for like fighting games. I don't know. I mean, Surprised they didn't win best audio design. I mean, you can't compete with Battlefield though. That game's audio is fucking
Hey, that
crazy.
was one that was actually like, okay, look at that. That's like, cause like audio design, like that's probably not music people are talking about there. That's like
No,
literally
they're talking about like
actual
destruction,
audio, you know? Like,
footsteps, yeah, and like
yeah,
the way the
right,
guns sound and
right,
everything. Like it's definitely like as a person that shoots firearms, like it's super accurate. The way they
yeah,
sound and everything like that.
yeah,
Like bullets are whizzing by you can hear the crack and stuff like that. It's crazy.
yeah,
Um, I don't know, man. Like I I think there should be a limit now. I think there should be like maybe you win 4 awards per nominated 4 times in 4 categories.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like you can only be nominated in 4 categories or something like that. Because this was a crazy sweep. And then let's get to the other side of the other thing, right?
mhm,
A lot of this shit is warranted. A lot of this shit is cool. Um, but like, let's not fake hate Clear Obscure now. Like
yeah,
people are
agreed.
fake hating the game. Like, oh, now it's Unreal 5 slop. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, right,
now it's Unreal 5 slop. I mean, it is Unreal 5 slop. But now everyone's like, oh, the game actually wasn't that good, guys. And like now people are using like, play a good RPG. Like I've been seeing like Xenoblade fans say, like, oh, play it. You guys didn't play Xenogears or you guys didn't play Xenoblade 1 through
oh,
3. And it's like,
shut
let's
up.
not do this. Let's not do this,
Yeah,
y'all.
let's not do this, bro. Like, these games can both be great. Let's calm down.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm seeing now. I'm seeing all that where people are just like throwing other RPGs, obscure RPGs out there. Like, actually, guys, this one Japanese RPG from 2002 that was on the PS2, it actually has like the parry mechanic in it. Actually, I'm like, oh my fucking god, dog! Did anyone play it, bro? Or did you just find it on an emulator and you played it? Like,
Yeah, you didn't
I'm
know what
pretty
it
sure
was
nobody.
before you went and Googled it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you didn't even play it when it came out. You played it on an emulator or something like that. So, like,
Yeah,
uh, I don't know. The game was definitely had an effect on people.
yeah,
I think because it was just something different at the time. Uh, I also did get really upset, irritated when people were upset that it was a Western RPG masquerading as a JRPG. And then that whole sentiment changed when they're on stage saying like, "Oh, we give praise to like all the Japanese RPGs," and then people were like, "Well, you know what? The team's not that bad." And I'm like, "Oh, wait. You were just
yeah,
talking shit about this game because it's a
yeah,
Western RPG masquerading as a JRPG, but now because they give homage on stage to the Japanese developers, now you're okay with the game. Pick a lane, bro. You can't do
yeah,
that."
yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Um,
This was one of the weakest as far as like awards given
yeah.
this
No,
year.
I
You
think
know,
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 not getting a single award is ridiculous. Like, it's completely absurd, you know? Like, it's like, it's kind of almost an indictment on the whole process. Like, how does that happen, bro? Like, I'm sorry. Like it's bad, you know. And a couple things though, funny ones. Player's voice, Wuthering Waves winning player's voice is fucking funny as fuck. Like it's so funny. Like,
what is player's voice?
it's 100% fan voted. Like it's the one category where the fans are 100% of the vote. So yeah, no,
Oh, but
Wuthering
didn't
Waves.
didn't Wuthering Waves kind of cheat because they you get like some kind of like bonus for voting or something
So
like that?
okay, people have been saying this, right? That there is a discussion here. So people have been saying this online. I've seen this that like, oh, they shouldn't be included in these votes because they promise their players polls if they vote for them. That is not true. The games
Okay.
do not do that overtly. However, there is another side of this conversation. The players do know that if the game wins, they will get pulls, so they do it anyways. It's like
Mm,
implied, you know. Um, and I will say that likely influences the vote to some degree. I think actually to a large degree, probably. Um, and I mean, because it's ridiculous that Wuthering Waves beat Dispatch, Claire Obscure, and Hollow Knight Silk Song. Like, what? Get her fucking out of here, dude. Like, I play the game, guys. Like, this game isn't that good. Let's calm the fuck down, you know? So that one was funny. I think what was it, creator of the year or influencer of the year was Moist Critical. Content creator of the year was Moist Critical. Hey man,
Hmm.
I can get behind that one. All right.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
we
I
we
like
like
moist
Charlie
critic.
here.
Yeah.
Um um Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 6, of course. That's obvious. Best adaptation was Last of Us Season 2. Man, this was a weak year for adaptations for games, huh? Kind of had a
Okay.
takedown.
I'm sorry. Fallout didn't qualify?
I guess not. It should have. Didn't it come out in Oh, you know what? It's been 2 years, Montreal. The
Oh,
first season came
really?
out. I believe so. I think it's been 2 years.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let me make
All right.
sure. Oh, no, it was you no, yeah. It's almost been 2 years. It was April 10th, 2024.
Okay.
So so yeah, it didn't qualify this year, obviously. Um yeah, I don't know. I mean, like outside of Claire Obscure though, like a lot of these I actually don't have a problem with like who won. Like best multiplayer was Arc Raiders, you know. That game took off this year for sure. Best sim strategy was strategy game was Final Fantasy Tactics. Like I don't have a problem with that either, you know. I'm just happy that Civ 7 didn't win cuz that would have pissed me off, you know. Um, so it's really just like the bigger awards, like Claire Obscure just took them all, you know. It's like I don't know.
Oh, you're
It's too
right.
much. So,
I think I'm actually best ongoing. I mean, Fortnite didn't win. Like No Man's Sky won, which I
yeah.
wholeheartedly agree with. Like I think that's a really good
Yeah,
game.
which is cool. That's cool that that game gets recognized for how much. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
that game came out 10 years ago and they're still releasing new content for it, you know.
Yep.
So, that is commendable certainly, you know. So, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I am glad one game is getting like some kind of recognition now. And it's coming to PlayStation and um Switch, which is fucking where's the category at? Blah 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 blah. Games for Impact and South of Midnight. I'm glad that game's getting recognized. That's a really
Yeah.
good game. So it's probably going to get more recognition now that it's coming to the Switch and PlayStation, and a lot more
Mhm.
people are going to play it and see how good that game is. It's actually it's not like a mind blowing game, but it reminds me of a really cool like PS3 game or something like that, or PS2 game
Yeah.
that came out. So I really like
Yeah.
the game.
Yep. So, all right. Anything else you want to say about the Game Awards?
That's it.
The year in the books. All right. Moving on to our next story. So we got Circana numbers for November, and there's a lot in this month. So I'm just gonna read the numbers and then we'll get into discussion here. But so total video game sales for November 2025 were 5.861 billion versus 6.124 billion last year. It's a 4% decrease. Video game content, this is physical digital game sales, DLC microtransactions, subscriptions, etc. 4.84 billion this year versus 4.8 billion last year. 1% increase there. Video game hardware, 695 million this year versus 949 million last year. That's a 27% decrease year over year. And by the way, this is Black Friday month we're talking about here. Video game accessories, 327 million this year versus 375 million last year, 13% decrease. And then year totals up through November, 52.918 billion this year versus 52.310 billion last year. That is a 1% increase. Video game content sales, 46.364 billion this year versus 45.946 billion last year. It's a 1% decrease. Video game hardware, 4.228 billion this year versus 3.859 billion last year. It's a 10% increase still year over year. Accessories, 1.327 billion this year versus 2.505 billion last year. It's a 7% decrease. So hardware was way down in November. Totals were down as well. And Matt Piscatella from Circana, he's the guy who releases this data every month publicly, um, was basically saying like he thinks there's a lot of potential reasons for this, but hardware sales or hardware pricing going up this year is finally starting to create some headwinds for the industry in a big way. He was saying that this is like one of the worst months for hardware sales in a really long time. Let's see, what was the? It was like the stat that was out there. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, it was the lowest hardware spending total for November since 2005, where it was 455 million. And unit sales reached, which was the total units of hardware, were 1.6 million, which is the lowest November total hardware sales of units since 1995, where it was 1.4 million. Dude, literally 20 and 30 years ago. And this was declines across the board. Xbox Series had its worst month ever in November. They were down 70% year over year. PS5 sales were down over 40%, and combined unit sales of Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 were down 10% from Switch sales last year, despite this being this launch year for the Nintendo Switch 2. So, um, and Piscatella did give a quote to IGN that I do want to read actually. So he said, "Quote: This was about the Switch 2 specifically. With 6 months in the market, it remains the fastest selling video game hardware in US history. However, part of what was driving that was its availability to be bought during its launch window. It's been extremely rare to have a successful new device not suffer supply constraints going into its first holiday sales period. Unit sales of Switch 2 were lower than those of Switch 1 during each console's first November, but the price points are also quite different. Average price paid for a Nintendo Switch in November 2017 was $309, and that is compared to $486 average price for Switch 2 in November 2025. Perhaps it is a case of demand having been pulled forward earlier in the year because people could find them, or perhaps the mass market is not as quickly adopting Switch 2 as it did Switch, or perhaps consumers are looking elsewhere for holiday gifting as the prices continue to rise in video game hardware. Tough to say at the moment. And then he also said, continuing November 2025. Uh, so this was interesting actually. He talked about a device that I've never heard of before called the Next Playground. Have you heard of this thing?
Mm-mm.
So this is like a little console with a camera on it that is for like active gaming, like doing like physical activities while you're playing games. So like like Wii Fit style stuff.
Okay.
And apparently he said this thing. So November 2025 tracked unit sales at US retailers for Playground were just 77% below its entire tracked lifetime sales at retail through October, with an average selling price of just over $200 in November. Strong placement at retail and some successful influencer and viral marketing efforts. The Next Playground became one of the hottest video game products of the holiday season during the month. We'll have to see how well the pace can keep up, as there are reports that it is now largely sold out, with secondary market prices on sites like eBay soaring accordingly. There could be a lesson here that more affordable, family friendly gaming devices carry appeal during the holiday gifting season. End quote. So yeah, in terms of the hardware stuff, um, it was a bad month for video game hardware, like historically bad. And this is going to be interesting to follow going forward because I mean, dude, this is Black Friday. I mean, this is the biggest selling month for video game hardware probably in the entire year usually, you know.
Yeah, but
Um
I mean, they also went up on all the prices, man. Like,
yep, everybody, right? Except for Nintendo, but I mean they did go up with the new console relative to the old one, right? So,
yeah,
um I think maybe we are hitting a ceiling, a price ceiling a little bit here, where affordability of consoles is just becoming it's just lowered enough that people are not they're not willing to spend. I mean, dude, I'm
yeah,
I'm honestly I'm in the same boat right now because I've been thinking about this. Like, I've been wanting to get a Switch too, and I have the money to do it now. But I was like looking at it, and it's 450 for the console, and it's available everywhere. I can get it wherever. Like to his point about stock, like I've seen this thing in stock since it came out. Like it's really not had a window where it wasn't available, and it's 450, but with tax, it's closer to 500 with tax. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like looking at accessories, dude, and it's like I want to play some retro games on the Switch too, but dude, if I want to do that and I want to buy those controllers they have, those like wireless old school controllers, like dude, they're so expensive, man. The N64 controller is like $55 on Nintendo's website. I think the GameCube one is $65. The Super NES one's not even, I don't even think it's available right now. So you probably would have to get that scalped, which would be like significant. That's before even buying a game, buying the Switch membership. I mean, we're talking like, dude, if I were actually to buy all that shit, which I'm probably not going to do, but if I wanted to get it all, like, I mean, you're talking $800, $900. And then when you start buying games, maybe with one game you're in there, and it's like, dude, it's expensive, man. Now, like right now, it's rough. It's kind of giving me pause. Like, do I really want to switch to that bad? It's like I don't know if I do. like, you know. So and I'm in a better position than most people probably in terms of this stuff. I can't imagine if you're tighter, you have a tighter budget, like you're not even in the conversation of getting a Switch 2 probably, you know? Like realistically. And it's like, so I don't know, this is something to monitor going forward. Um it's it's a notable shift that we haven't seen in a while. So continuing on though, top 20 best-selling games for the month of November in the US. This is dollar sales from both physical and digital games. So number one for the month was Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Number two, Battlefield 6. Number three, NBA 2K 26. Number four, Madden NFL 26. Number five, EA Sports FC 26. Number six, Pokemon Legends ZA. Number seven, Ghost of Yote. Number eight, EA Sports College Football 26. Number nine, Minecraft. 10, Kirby Air Riders. 11, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. 12, The Outer Worlds 2. 13, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. 14, Donkey Kong Bonanza. 15, Marvel Spider-Man 2. 16, Red Dead Redemption 2. 17, Grand Theft Auto 5. 18, Borderlands 4. 19, Forza Horizon 5. And 20, Digimon Story Time Stranger. Anything jumping out to you there, Montreal, on that list?
Digimon still going strong.
Yes, it is. That game is hitting, certainly.
That's about it though.
Well, there is one thing we need to talk about with this. So, Call of Duty was the best selling game of the month in terms of money made. However, Matt Piscatella did say this as well. The sales were worse. So, Black Ops 6 last year was a disaster for Microsoft. Like, it was one of the biggest declines Call of Duty's ever had in terms of sales. And that was attributed to Game Pass at the time. Black Ops 7 is also having a is have had a worse November than Black Ops 6 had, and Black Ops 6 actually came out in October. So Black Ops 7 came out in November this year. So this game in its release month is having a worse month, had a worse month money-wise than Black Ops 6 which came out the month before. So, and usually game sales significantly taper off after the first few weeks. So that's very notable. And obviously, Black Ops 7 is still in Game Pass this year, so that's hurting it as well, of course. But Piscatella did say that he thinks that Battlefield 6 is going to end up being the best selling game of the year in the US. He does not think that Call of Duty um, will eclipse it because for the year to date, Battlefield is still number one. Call of Duty came in at number 7 for the year. It is behind NBA 2K 26, Monster Hunter Wilds, Borderlands 4, EA Sports College Football 26, and Madden NFL 26. That is not normal. Like usually COD comes in very high on these lists. This is extremely notable this year. Like this game has very much fallen off. Like there is a precipitous decline, and I think, like from my own perspective, like attributing to this to, I think there's been real competition this year that hasn't been in there in a while. with Battlefield 6. And I will say, I think Arc Raiders is also contributing to this significantly. That game is extremely popular and has significantly higher player count recently than Black Call of Duty as well. So there's been a lot of competition this year. Add that on to a decline in Call of Duty in general. Back to back Black Ops games being released year to year, back to back. Um, there's a lot of issues going on in COD land, to the point that there's actually a well known leaker, the Ghost of Hope for Call of Duty games, did mention he posted on Twitter about a week ago saying that um, the state of the franchise, Microsoft is basically almost like, it sounds like almost in panic mode, where they are considering significant changes to the structure and the monetization of Call of Duty going forward in order to get this series back on track. Um, and he is a pretty reputable leaker actually in the past with Call of Duty, so I do take this as a serious report from him. Um, Montreal, all that said, I mean, what do you think? What do you think, man? Do you think Call of Duty is in trouble? Like, seriously, I know we just talked about this last week. That statement we read was actually in response to this guy's leaking of this. We missed the leak last week. Um, so yeah, I mean, COD's in trouble, isn't it?
Finally. I mean, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Yeah,
Uh, no, I'm glad like something's happening, and they definitely need to revamp the entire franchise, or
yeah.
honestly, just put it on ice for a while. I mean,
They're not gonna do that. That's the funny part is in the guy's leak. The one thing he didn't mention was either a taking a break or not doing yearly releases. They're still going to continue to do that. Which you know, so
I think
continue.
I
Yeah,
think that's one of the biggest fumbles ever. Like I think
issues. Yeah,
they need to take a couple years off, rethink the entire franchise, not just rehash. Oh, we're gonna go back to our roots. Call of Duty 2 remake, like not that shit. Like actually, I don't know. I just think Call of Duty is like in. I think a tactical game will work, like a Rainbow Six type game, where you can actually control like NPCs and tell them what to do, almost akin to like Star Wars uh Republic Commandos or something like that, where you can control the squad and tell them where to go and everything like that, and each one has a defined role in it. Like they need stuff like that. I think Call of Duty would do because like when I was playing Modern Warfare One, the remake actually, um, you have to go through the house and stuff like that. It would be really cool if I can just like actually make tactics for my NPCs and stuff like that. Like I just want the squad to feel a part of me. Um, but it's always like Call of Duty slop. So I don't know, man. Like I just think they just really need to put this shit on ice for like
yeah.
not even a whole like not a whole generation, like just like like 2 years, like
2 or 3 years.
2 or
Right.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Like let the team.
They can't though. This is the problem. Like, I think I agree with you. Like, this is probably what the brand needs to recover itself, but they can't. They have this whole apparatus around this series with like 10 or 12 studios that make these games. What are they going to do with them if they take a break, you know?
I mean,
They don't need
get
them
them to
all
make
making the next
content.
game,
Yeah,
you know?
get them to make content for their existing games.
Existing game. Oh yeah, you I see what you mean. So, like, make Black Ops 7 a platform for like the next 2 or 3 years and
Yeah,
just yeah, build on that.
just
Yeah.
yeah, just build on that for a
Buy
while.
yourself time.
Yeah, exactly, and just have those
Or
studios make
really
content.
invest in Warzone again, like hard invest back into Warzone.
Yeah, I'll even say
Yeah,
like you can even invest because each Call of Duty has its dedicated fan base that's still buying stuff. So you
yeah,
can even go back to the older Call of Duty games like Modern Warfare 1 or 2 or whatever, and still invest in that and shit like that. So I mean, there's stuff they can still do with the platforms they have. Um, they just need to think outside the box a little bit, or just go back and reinvest. Like it's actually not that hard.
yeah. Right. Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I don't
12,
know.
12 studios. I mean, you can even make a specialized team from those 12 studios, like your 12 your best developers from those studios. And
Mhm.
like, while the other studios are being like support studios, like, you have a specialized spec ops team that's working on,
Yeah,
the new Call of Duty game, the next Call of Duty game. They can probably cook up something, So I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it is. This is one of those things. Like, it is kind of about time. I don't. But like, I will say the thing that's funny about this is this happens right after Microsoft takes control, you know, and puts this series in Game Pass. Like,
I can't blame this on Microsoft. The series is already in a decline.
I
And I
agree with you, but I do think the Game Pass element of this is on Microsoft, and that helped contribute to this decline. Like, no question did it contribute to this decline, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I can see that. I mean, I think the game was already there, and the franchise rather was already there, and unfortunately Microsoft was just the recipient of it.
yeah,
I mean, they make bad moves all the time. I mean, I still think giving up BioWare was one of their biggest fumbles ever in
yeah.
history.
I mean, they don't know what they do. They don't know what they're doing. Like, I actually really question Microsoft's viability as a third party publisher, like going forward at this point. You know, it's like they can't do anything right, man. They're fucking up Call of Duty.
I mean, well, think about it,
It's like it's
Justin. They
crazy, bro. I don't
You're
know.
right, they can't do anything right, but think about just at our jobs in general, how many
Mhm.
times Microsoft has just fucked up shit.
Yeah.
They don't have
Oh
any
yeah.
competition.
Constant.
That's the problem.
If they had
Like,
any, they would actually. I think they would feel the pain if they had real
yeah, I mean,
competition.
now they're feeling the pain with like Xbox because they have competition with Xbox. But think about like they're taking
Yeah.
their mentality into Xbox.
Yeah.
They're taking their Windows mentality into Xbox. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're not thinking outside the box or thinking 'cause they never had to. Like with Windows, that's the staple for years to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. It's not
Um,
going anywhere. There's
it's
no
not
real
going anywhere. I mean,
competitors.
yeah, they're always making unnecessary UI changes
Yeah.
and everything like that. That just goes against, and then they double back on it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we fucked up, guys. We're gonna make this better." And it's like, yeah, because no one wanted that. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so yeah.
They're just justifying a lot of jobs, I think, with some of that stuff. And I don't know, it's interesting with COD. I mean, I'm gonna be paying attention to this for sure, man, because um if COD really does have a downfall, because I mean, dude, think about it. This game, the next game for next year is gonna be going up against GTA, you know? So it's like I don't like next year could be worse, you know? It's like it's crazy to
This
think
is
about.
this is why they need a year, at least take 2 years off. They have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then like think about it. The year after that, we don't know what's coming, but dude, I think EA and Arc Raiders specifically may have opened a door that other developers might think is actually open now, because I think a lot of companies avoid COD's release window because of how powerful it's been traditionally historically. But this year I think proves that like if your game is good enough, like Arc Raiders is from a tiny fucking studio, dude. Like this isn't like a heavy hitter, like honestly. Obviously Battlefield's from EA, so they can punch at Activision's weight class, but like yeah, Arc Raiders dude coming in here and kind of eating their lunch is fucking crazy. Like that is a small studio,
Hmm.
um doing this. So it's like it almost proves that like dude, if you have a good enough game, yeah, you might be able to compete with COD. Like holy shit. So like a couple years from now, because that's the thing with GTA being next year, um like that makes that a problem for them next year, but that gives other studios 2 years now to think about this and be like, I don't know, could we compete with God, like or could we eat into their player base a little bit? It's like they could have competition going forward now that they've never had to deal with before, and
Hmm.
I don't think Microsoft, to your point about the way they handle their other products, I don't think they are capable of dealing with that kind of pressure, and Phil has clearly shown that he cannot run all these studios, dude. Like he just doesn't have the wherewithal to do it very well, And I think this obsession with Game Pass, continued obsession with Game Pass, it's just cratering the whole business. Like, dude, I almost at this point I'm starting to wonder if they need to just like get out of Game Pass, like because you're killing the biggest franchise in video games, with Game Pass. It's crazy. So I don't know. It's interesting. There's a lot going on here with this. We will certainly monitor. I will be very interested to see if Battlefield does hold on. I think COD's got a pretty large hill to climb to eclipse them by the end of the year. So yeah, we'll see. All right, Montreal, that's all we had today to talk about. Is there anything else you want to cover before we head out?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, guys, if you like this episode, please like the show, review the show, and subscribe to the show on whatever feed you're listening to it on. And please subscribe to us on YouTube. If you'd like to send us questions, you can do so on at the players take 01 at gmail.com. And just a little announcement here at the end. So we're gonna be going away for a little while. I don't have an exact time frame, but we will be off air for I don't know, month and a half, maybe a little longer than that, depending. So yeah, this will be the last episode we have for a little bit, but we will be back. So, but yes, thank you for joining us and listening this long, and we'll see you guys in the future.